to give you a short description about student entrepreneurship initiatives at Politecnico di Torino. These student entrepreneurship initiatives are prepared by professors of the school and the technology transfer managers. And this is one of the most important initiatives for the technology transfer process. We have different programs for bachelor students, for master, and for PhD students. Starting from bachelor degree, it is offered an entrepreneurship and innovation optional course at first, and the second, a selected program named Young Talent Project is performed for, as I said, for a selected number of 20 students, which provide them an educational plan on different subjects added to their normal study plan on entrepreneurship and innovation. And they are also involved in other projects that I will mention after. For master students, in particular for the students of production and management in the engineers, an entrepreneurship and business planning course is provided. And for again, for a selected number of students coming from the Engineering School of Turin and the Engineering School of Milan, it's possible to apply for this school named Alta Scuola Politecnica, which is an additional path with additional courses based on entrepreneurship and innovation. These students are divided in different teams, and they have a team mission based on interdisciplinary problems offered by professors, companies, and international institutions. As for PhD students, it's possible to follow an optional course about entrepreneurship and innovation, or another course on intellectual property rights, technology transfer, and high-tech entrepreneurship. And it's possible to follow only the theoretical course or the entire modules, which is based on the theoretical part plus a project work. The project work is based on a business plan performed starting from a patent technology of the Politecnico. We have other courses. In particular, we have European Innovation Academy for master and PhD students. Then we have Innovation for Change program, which is a program for PhD students and MBA students coming from the Management School of Turin. And then we have the Contamination Lab. I would like to start talking about the Contamination Lab because this is a place. This is a place for growing idea. This is a new lab that will be ready, I hope, in July. And this is where we think that students have the right environment for foster the ideas and to grow innovation. How Contamination Lab work? In these figures you can see other contamination labs around the world, in Switzerland, in the south of Italy, in United Arab Emirates, and how we thought of our contamination lab. This will be the space with the kitchen, with the table, and I think that here we will have 3D printer and other stuff in order to create some prototypes based on students' ideas. The idea of this place is to have a place for meeting and for students to have support from teachers, and this want to be a place for students' creativity and to improve transversal skills, which are the base of entrepreneurship. is to learn by doing, no traditional classes, but a very practical place where you can learn by constructing your prototypes and so on. The idea about how we want to run this place, we have a bottom-up approach and a top-down approach. Starting from the bottom-up approach, the idea is to collect students and PhD students' projects and that they want to realize. The selected team have 6 months or 8 months to work on their project, and they can have a technical support from technical department. So, for example, as ICT department or mechanical department, and for them are provided workshop on entrepreneurship and on innovation. So this is the same, and I talked about the first part and the second part, and the third part will be the evaluation of this project. So the students will have the possibility to present their project to a big audience of professors, of investors, or venture capitalists, and we will provide them specific events for their project results. On the other hand, the top-down approach is when the departments propose a specific project, and the students can apply to be a part of this process and of this project. And as followed, the process is more or less the same of the previous case. So the teams have the chance to work on this project, to have the support of the department from the technical side and of the technology transfer office for the workshop on entrepreneurship and innovation. And in the end, they will have the chance to propose their works to companies and investors. So now I described the place for growing ideas, and I would like to talking about to European Innovation Academy, which is a very large context for accelerate your ideas. And I think that this is important for you because this event will be held in Turin for the next 5 years. So this is a thought for master and for PhD students. So I think that maybe in the next years, if you would like to apply, it could be a good chance for you. More than 500 students will participate this year, and they will be divided in several teams. So I think maybe 5-6 persons per team. So we will have a lot of teams, and they have the possibility to learn about lean startup principle, experimental learning, and to communicate and to communicate with companies and with investors. So this is the innovation for change, and this is an important project for PhD students of the Politecnico di Torino, plus MBA students of the Management School of Torino, and this project has been thought by Politecnico, Management School, and the CERN. We would like to give to these bench students the possibility to work on important problem in a global sense. In fact, the idea of the project is based on the fact if you would like to change the world in 20 years, you have to start from a small idea with a long-term vision. So you have to work for 20 weeks, and then you can work in 20 months to change the world in 20 years. And you have to face one of these global challenges. So this is the idea and the mission of this project, and this is how we thought about that. And in practice, we are at the second edition of the project, and we are very glad about this project. So without that, the ingredients are passion, vision, and execution. And the players, as I said, are PhD students, engineers, design architects, MBA students, and the support of the CERN with their contamination lab, and the support of the challenge guides, which are the companies or international institutions which are engaged on giving the subject of the students' work. We thought about to put together engineering and MBA students to have both aspects, so the technical aspect, the business aspect, and to help them to have a global vision of a solution about an important problem. We involved the CERN and the Idea Square, which is the contamination lab of the CERN. So this is information about the project that I already talked about, and these are the information about the first and the second edition. So the first edition was on air and water. The winner of the competition has been Aquasmart. Aquasmart now is a startup that would like to monitor the water leakage, which they discovered is an important issue because we lose a lot of water during the flow, during the pipes, and so they want to monitor this leakage to save water, to save energy, and actually to save money. The second edition is based on food and health. So the demo day, so when the students will present their works, will be at the end of June. And so for now, no disclosure about that. And I think that for the girls that will come in Italy, maybe they can participate in this event. And so for this entrepreneurship student initiative, that's it. I would like to show you the video about European Innovation Academy, about the first edition that has been held in Turin last year.
Wonderful thing about the Innovation Academy is that first, it brings students from all over the world. Secondly, it's all about innovation, and innovation is about the future.
The European Innovation Academy is a wonderful project which enables talented people from around the world to get together and to be able to start building on their dreams.
EIA is very good at teaching students about the nature of startups, especially the difficulties, the pivots, and the challenges that are encountered.
The speakers here actually are the best in the world, not only from the universities, like there's Carnegie Mellon, Berkeley, University of Southern California.
What's important for us is, as educators, is to give students a real-world insight into what it's like to start your own company, but also how to work with people in the real world, whether they be customers or partners.
I choose to participate in EIA because of the energy and the quality of the students that are involved and the whole ecosystem that converges. It's very rare to get everybody together for 3 weeks in the summer.
I, as a Googler, come to the European Innovation Academy because here are the entrepreneurs and innovators of the future.
Wonderful thing about the Innovation Academy is that first, it brings students from all over the world. Secondly, it's all about innovation, and innovation is about the
Okay, it starts again. So this is European Innovation Academy. So maybe in the next years, one of you will be there. I hope for you. This is a very important chance for you. And so it's 3 weeks of very intensive entrepreneurial life, a sort of prototype of entrepreneurial life. So for me, that's it. Thank you. And if you have any questions?
Any questions? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.